Sufjan, because we haven't done any bike stuff with him before, to show you guys how I would introduce a dog to running next to the bicycle with us. A couple of things that you have to have down before you go running your dog next to the bike is structured walk and heeling. So if I walk with him, I have to make sure that he walks with me. If I turn into him, then I can use the leash or I can communicate to him. He slows down and lets me turn ahead of him instead of pushing in front of me. And same thing going this way. And usually when I turn the opposite direction, I might use their recall word. Here. Good. Those are going to be, yes, nice job, buddy. Those are going to be really important parts of transferring him running next to the bike. If I can't get him to yield to pressure or turn with me and slow down with me, then it's not going to work. I'll do the same thing for jogging. So if I take him down here and I jog back this way, whoop, car coming. So usually I'll do a little bit of a jog test with them before I do the bike. Or if I'm jogging, I need to be able to slow down with them and then stop. Usually we do the automatic sits. So either you can ask your dog to sit, or if your dog does the automatic sit like we do with our structured walk. And when I jog, I should be able to change directions with him too. If I need to, I can give him a little bit of a cue, like slow down or hey, pay attention, easy, something along those lines, to get him to ease up a little bit instead of running so fast, so it's easier for us to turn in either direction. So if I jog with him, making sure he's not pushing out ahead of me. Same thing if I turn the other direction. Here. Good. And then when we do on the bike, there's going to be a lot broader turns. So I know that he's ready because of all the leash work we've done. Sit down. Sit. Good boy. Where I know he's going to give, he might be a little startled by the bike at first, but I know he's going to give to pressure pretty easily. Alright you guys, so one of the things I'll sometimes do depending on the dog, Sufjan doesn't need this, but I just wanted to make sure we had a demonstration of it to put into our video, is walking the dog with the bike or jogging the dog with the bike. So pushing the bike along, whatever way you want to do it, holding onto the handlebars and keeping him walking next to you. You can work on your turns. Getting him to slow down and stay next to your leg. Whenever you bring another object into play, whether it's a bicycle or even sometimes strollers, good. The dog will sometimes, like you saw him doing, try to walk up next to the object instead of next to you. So I know he's pretty good about this, but then, good. The next thing that I might do to desensitize the dog is walk the bike like this. See how they feel about it. I know he's going to be good about this, so we're going to skip that step and I'm going to ride the bike. Generally what I do is I either hold a shorter length of leash, or you can even take the leash, and what I'll do sometimes is loop it to create almost like a street handle. So that basically cuts my leash length in half, and then I can still do my safety with my thumb. And I can either hold on to this handlebar if the dog's doing well, or I can leave my hand loose to give them a lot of leeway. That'll go to the bike for the car. Good. Now there again, if you were worried about how the dog would acclimate to you actually moving on the bike, you could also push along with that one leg like I just did there. He's going to catch onto it pretty quickly, I have a feeling. So I'm going to start pedaling, and what I'm going to do is use my leash and my arm, which can be a little hard to juggle at first, especially. Alright, so I'm going to start pedaling along with him, and I'm going to use the leash to guide him next to me, back, forward, and to influence him to slow down when I go to turn. And then all the other foundation stuff that we've done on leash is going to help to keep him with me and to keep him from just running ahead or trying to jump up on me and stuff like that. So it'll look a little sloppy at first until he gets into the rhythm. But what I usually do is keep one hand free on the leash so that I'm not holding him so stiff with the handlebars. If he gets a little stuck, I can give him a little bit of leeway forward and backward until he gets used to this. So I'm going to go ahead and pedal forward with him, and then we'll make a really wide turn and come back around. Let's go. So I can keep him from walking too far ahead. Good job, buddy. I usually turn out a little bit. I'll use my leash. Good job, buddy. And then start moving in this direction. So if he goes too far ahead, I can guide it back a little bit. Good. So see, he's getting a little jumpy there. That kind of stuff I don't encourage. I don't want him to get too excited. What? So generally I'll work on one directional turn at a time. You can see he's getting more comfortable with me in the bike. Alright, and then I'm going to turn in the opposite direction, which is definitely harder. Oh, here, here, here. Yes, nice job, buddy. Very good. And I can still give him information with that leash. Yes, good job, bud. And then